Hey Pokemon traders, the Generation 9 will be here this year on Pokemon Presents, but this one will include a new region, the starter Pokemon, the new Pokemon, the new form Pokemon, the new legendary Pokemon, and the new mythical Pokemon. Well, stay tuned for more details because the Pokemon Presents will begin very soon, so good luck!
My name's Lucas, and today is Pokemon Day. And also, the Generation 9 will be here soon, or the newest games probably do that. Isn't it right, Pikachu? Pika Pika! And also, what kind of Generation 9 shall it be? Let me know, and we'll be back till 8 o'clock. Pika Pika! Well, because today we're heading out for how electricity works. So, let's get things started. Pika Pika! That said, yes. Let's go!
Hey there guys, Paul here from the engineeringmindset.com. In this video, we are going to be looking at how electricity works.
Ooh,
now, this is pretty
now
essential
give you a
for
spark.
any engineer, so we run through the basic
all
parts of
spark.
what we need to know.
Pika
So let's start with the
Pika!
very basics, and for that we need to take
Pika,
a look at
Pika.
the atom. Everything, including you,
Pika
is made from
Pika!
atoms. All the materials we use are made from atoms. The materials are just different because the construction of their atoms are slightly different. The atoms
That
are
seems
made
a little
from
bit
three
different though.
particles,
Gotta
two of
stick it
which are
around
found
though.
inside the nucleus.
Pika
and the
Pika!
third particle
Pika
sits
Pika!
inside it. At the center of the atom we have the nucleus. Inside the nucleus we have the neutrons, which have no charge, and we also have the protons, which are positively charged.
Ooh.
The neutrons and the protons
Is it
are
at
much
its
heavier
spark
than
or
the
two?
electrons, so these
Well,
will stay within the nucleus.
I'll give you a hand though.
Surrounding the nucleus are different
Pika,
layers of
Pika.
atom shells. These are like flight paths for the electrons.
Pika!
The electrons flow along these flight paths, much like a satellite orbits our planet, except that the electrons travel at almost the speed of light. The electrons are
Hey,
negatively
I'm
charged,
wearing a
and they are attracted to
scratchy.
the positive charge of
But
the protons.
the
electrons orbit around
the
nucleus,
final
and these orbital
evolution
shells, and there are a
is
set number of how many
Pikachu.
electrons can be in any one orbital
You
shell.
get it?
The
The
number of
evolution?
protons, neutrons, and electrons an atom
Pika.
has tells us which material it is.
Pika!
Atoms hold on to their electrons very tightly, but some materials will hold on to them more tightly than others. The outermost shell is known as the valence shell, and in this
Hey,
shell some
it must
materials
be a
have
pocket
contained
monster.
electrons which can flow to other
After
atoms.
all.
Atoms which can pass electrons are called conductors, and most metals are conductors. On the other hand, atoms which do not have free electrons and so they can't pass
Well,
electrons between
10,
other
10.
atoms are known as insulators, and these are things like glass and rubber. Now we can combine these materials to safely use electricity by having the conductor in the center, which allows the electrons to move, but surround this with an insulator to restrict where they can flow to, i.e. not into us, which keeps us safe. If we look inside a slice of copper cable at the free electrons surrounding the nucleus of the copper atom, you'll see that the free electrons are able to move to other atoms, but this happens randomly in any direction.
See the battery? Might go inside?
To a closed circuit with a power source, such as a battery, and the voltage will force the electrons to move.
See, that's a battery, like a Duracell, or Energizer.
When a circuit pushes the route which electrons can flow along between the two terminals, the positive and the negative, of a power source. So we can add things into their path like light bulbs, and this means that the electrons will have to pass through this in order to get to the other terminal. And so we can use this to create things such as light.
Isn't it great? How sparkle like this? But you're gonna have a needle.
And then an open circuit, electrons are not able to flow. Voltage is a pushing force of electrons within a circuit. It's like pressure in a water pipe. The more pressure you have, the more water
9 volts?
The more voltage you have,
27 volts?
But what does a volt mean? Well, a volt is a joule per coulomb.
A 9V can do? 9 joules of work or heat per coulomb.
Flowing electrons. We'll have a look at what a coulomb is in just a second though. So a 9-volt battery can provide 9 joules of energy in the form of work or heat per group of electrons that flow from one side of the battery to the other. In this case, the
where are those electrons
from one
go?
side of the battery through the
Well, you're supposed to be the color yellow, but I'm the orange. Change color for the Pokemon.
9 joules of
Changes
light
everything.
heat is produced.
Nice costume though.
Current
But
is
I
the
can.
flow of electrons. When a circuit is closed, it means electrons can flow, and when a circuit is open, no electrons will flow.
There's a
You can measure the flow of
cajillion or so?
electrons, just like you can measure the flow
The
of water
6
through a pipe.
cajillion
To measure the
electrons.
flow of electrons, we use the unit of amp. 1 amp means 1 coulomb per second, and 1 coulomb is a group of electrons. The group is incredibly large and is approximately 6,242,000,000,000,000,000 electrons.
Billions? That's a lot.
For it to equal.
Pika!
That's why electrons are put together and just called amps to make it easier for engineers. Resistance is a restriction to the flow of electrons in a circuit. The wire which carries electrons will actually have some resistance. Remember the wire, the greater
Well,
the resistance.
Pikachu?
The thicker the
Yeah,
wire,
I think
the
it's
lower
might be
the
a
resistance.
Omega.
Resistance to the flow of electrons
Like
is
the Omega Ruby.
material, and the
Not talking
temperature
about
of
the game,
material can
but
also
it's
change
in
resistance to
ohms.
the flow of electrons. Electrical circuits use specially designed components known as resistors to purposely restrict the flow of electrons.
Well,
This is
too
either
much
to
current
protect
though.
other components from thin electrons flowing through it, or it can also be used to create light and heat, such as in an incandescent light bulb. Resistance occurs when electrons collide with atoms. The amount of collisions is different from one material to another. Copper has a very low collision
Hey,
rate,
never
but
bumped.
other materials such as iron will have much more collisions. When collisions occur, the atoms generate heat, and at a certain temperature, the material will then start to produce light, as well as heat, which is how the incandescent lamps work. When a wire is wrapped in a coil, it will generate a magnetic field as the current passes through it. The cable will naturally create an electromagnetic field by itself. It's just intensified by the coil. By wrapping it in a coil, the magnetic field becomes so strong that the magnetic field starts to actually affect the electrons within the wire. But we'll look at why this occurs in a future, more advanced video. We can increase the strength of the magnetic field simply by wrapping the coils around an iron core. We can also increase the number of turns within the coils.
Well, you never
and also we can
turned.
increase the amount
Gotta
of
see
current
that
passing
word
through the
again,
circuit.
don't you?
Now this is how electric magnets work, and it's also the basis of how induction motors work. If you want to learn more about induction motors, we've already covered this in another video already, just see the link on screen now. Now when a magnetic field passes across a coil of wire, it will induce a voltage in that wire caused by an induced electromotive force, which is pushing the electrons in a certain
Ooh,
direction.
so many
If the wire is
electrodes.
connected in a circuit, then this electromotive
Ah,
force
you never
will cause
miss
the
this,
current to
though.
flow.
Can't
This
wait
is the
to
basis
miss
of
that.
how AC generators work, and the electricity in the wall sockets within your home is produced in a very similar way. Now we can combine
Pika,
all
pika,
of these
pika, pika.
aspects together that we
Pika.
just covered, and when we do so, we'll
Wait,
see
what's
that
that,
we can use
Pikachu?
one coil to generate
No,
electricity,
there's not.
and then we can place two
No,
other
not that
coils in very
brand.
close
The toy
proximity to
brand.
each other, but
Not that
touching,
toy brand. It's
and this will create a
Transformers.
transformer.
Ooh, it's
Transformer
a
will
voltage.
increase the voltage from the first of the primary coil over into the secondary coil. And this will
No,
force
I'm not
electrons
talking about
to
the toy
flow
brand though.
if the coil on the
It's
secondary side
transformers.
has a closed circuit.
That's
Now, what's important about the
electricity
transformer is
works.
that we can increase
Right?
or decrease the voltage
Pick up!
between the primary and the secondary coils simply by changing the amount of coils on either side. Again, this is a subject all by itself, so we'll cover this in a more
I
advanced
wonder
video
shall be the
later on.
next one.
Now, something else which I
Seems
just
a little bit
want to
trick, though.
mention is the capacitor.
Still got the
So, a
4
capacitor
seasons about
causes
spring.
positive and
We'll say
negative
goodbye to
charges
the
to
Toono
separate.
horoscopic calendar then, so we'll say hello to the 4 seasons.
This causes a
Pika!
buildup of flow of electrons
That's
within an
the
electric field.
great idea,
When the power
Pikachu.
supply is cut or interrupted, these charges will then be released, flow up, and meet again. This provides a power source, but only for a few seconds until the charges have
How
flared back up again.
transformer
It's
works?
slightly similar to a battery, but capacitors are very common and they're in almost every single circuit board. We'll cover this obviously in more detail in a future video. Just be
Trying to
aware of
educate
it.
to watch.
So the last part I want to cover in this video is that there are 2 types of current electricity, that being alternating current or AC and then direct current or DC. Alternating current simply means that the current flows backwards and forwards in a circuit as the terminals are constantly reversed. This is a bit like the tide of the sea. It goes in and out, in and out, in and out, so that it's reversing constantly.
Probably outside because
Now, alternating current
kitty
is the most
would get out
common
of my
source of power. The plug sockets in your homes, in your buildings, in schools, and workplace, etc.
There's no need
These
to
will
worry
all be
about
providing alternating current AC.
Pika.
Now, on the
Get
other
out of my
hand,
way.
direct current or DC, it simply means that the current flows directly in only one direction.
Pika, Pika.
It does not alternate. This is what's provided from batteries and almost all your
2
handheld
types,
devices
the
are
AC
from this
and a
as well.
DC.
So we can convert
That
AC
seems
to
like it
DC
works.
and vice versa using power electronics. And this is how we charge and power small devices. And it's also how solar panels can be used to power our homes, because solar panels produce DC power and our homes need AC power. So we have to convert this for it to be useful. So both AC and DC have pros and cons to it.
No, they're not out
we'll for
there.
sure we'll look at this in
They're
another
not
later
right
video.
here
It's a
in
bit
the
more
fucking
advanced.
bar.
And
And
there's also
they're not
advantages
here in the
and
fucking bedroom.
Excuse me, pardon me language though. So anyways, that's it for watching for the Pokemon Day 2022. So and remember, happy Pokemon Day 2022 and we're glad to see us. So next time we have to do the 4 seasons about spring, a sequel for the books and DVDs collection for S is for Spring. Well, like I said, see you next time.
Cartoon!